Alright, my last video for this morning, I got rid of all the dirty fuel in there. I put it in a container. I gotta get rid of it, dispose of it. I guess like, you know, whatever your township, put it aside, put fuel. You know, that's what it is. It's fuel. It's bad fuel, but it's still fuel. So I put it in a container and I get rid of it that way. I cleaned it inside and outside after I was done getting all the fuel out of it. Simple green and soap and water. Ran it through a hose till it was clear, and that's it. It's good enough clear. I would suggest run a little bit of a high test in the beginning for a first couple, maybe even just a tank, maybe not even, but just do that a little bit to help whatever gets in. If it is all gunky in the fuel lines, a fuel pump, you're gonna put a nice used fuel pump in this one. So that's where we're at right now. And then at the outside of the tank, same thing, simple green. Anything works for you. Whatever you like cleaning with, clean it. Soap and water, anything will work. Just so you could, so when you're working on it, it makes it much nicer to work with clean stuff. It's fun. So this is going to be the cavity. It's all clean inside, and there's a plastic. This one's still holding on. There's a plastic molded, I don't know what you would say it, I guess to prevent the fuel, I don't know, the fuel pump from getting sloshed, maybe to slow it down a little bit. I'm not too sure what it is. But here's the new used pump, and see what we got here. I guarantee you this is the same setup. I saved it. I was going to sell it, but now I need it for the whole purchase. Now the outside of the pump, I think it's the same thing. I think it's the identical thing. Now let's see. I took this apart too. I took this off to package it. Let's put this back on. Because this one's looks like it works. Maybe. It's a pretty sloppy setup, but back then things were just differently designed. I mean, this is looks like the lead. What a crappy design. But this would be, we'll go through here. Guessing through the sender, click it in. Okay, here's this, here's that. So the leads go this way. The sender, here's your leads. Sender is restricted that way. Like I said, a little bit sloppy setup here. Oh, you know what? This sender is falling apart, Lenny. Ay, ay, ay. So let's click it. Maybe it just needs to be clicked in. Let's see. Why won't that work? So there's a little pin. Oh, I see. Okay. So when I took it apart, you got to put it back the right way. So, it's amazing how things were so simple back then and worked fine. So this goes between this groove. This goes through here, holds the sender in place, clips in. Look at that. Now it works. It works now. Okay. So this is the way it's got to go in. There's no interference. It's going up and down. This is an aftermarket pump. I could tell someone just replaced the pump. So for like whatever, 40 bucks, maybe 20 bucks, you can replace this, clean the sock out, and be okay. You don't have to change the whole thing if you don't want to. I mean, what's the difference on the top? It doesn't do nothing except the gasket is, whoa, this gasket is pretty shot. Let's see if it works though. As long as it goes to the bottom, which looks good to me. Gasket seats, good to me. I'm gonna bolt that down. It's the same positions. The gasket I should replace, we're gonna not, and then let's see if the connector is the same. And the connector is the same. All right, so today I'm gonna put this pump the rest in. So that's why you save things that work and test things. Because look, I just saved myself a lot of money, or a little, whatever way you want to put it. And now once I put a little bit of fuel in it, bolt that down. I don't even have to bolt it down really, but plastic, cleaned up well. I had to put used parts into it, a new shield to make this all back up and new. And before you put it all together, I recommend just wipe it down, the scaly stuff. If you have to, just throw any paint up there. So because you know, once you get it up there, you can't paint it. So just do that for the next person. And the other person that buys this Jeep, they're gonna see that I worked into detail with it, because the channel will be there, the links will all be there, and this will show you what they got, what they have. I don't have the fuel filter yet. That's coming from Amazon, maybe today. So that really won't make a difference. We'll just put a bucket where the outlet for the fuel pump would be. We'll put a little fuel in here. Key on, it should spurt out. Key in the run position. Then we'll know we have a full, let's not put it between the leaf spring. That was silly. I put it between, that was just for test purposes before, between the leaf spring. There we go, I won't unlock. Between the shackle. Can you imagine that going up and down the road? I lost fuel pump pressure. Why? Well, who routed this? That would be me. So that's all good. And like I said, it looks like this same fuel pump is the same for the 4-cylinder and the 6-cylinder. If you look it up, it probably is. What's the difference? You got 30 PSIs, you got 30 PSIs, right? I was gonna throw an inline one right on the side, which I think my little brother did, and threw one on the rail. Just turned the pump on and left this one in, so it sucked it out. But look at that, look how bad that was. The sock was blown off, so right now you got no first filter, and the pump is shot, so it's got to be restrictions. All the debris and dirty and nasty fuel in there, you got to get rid of that. I mean, yeah, that's one way to do it, but is it the right way? Not my way. So let's do it this way. I got to clean up them bolts. Add fuel, clean up the bolts, bolt it together. But first, before we bolt it all together, all we're going to do is add some fuel, key on, see if that fuel comes out. So I'll show you a little later, and hopefully that works. All right, that's it for now. I'll see you probably this afternoon.